Cool. Let's dive straight in to ooh. Okay. Where's my guitar pick? Need a guitar pick. Hey, who's on the chat tonight? Nobody. What a mess. Oh, got a like. Cool. Like the psych. How you doing? Good evening to you, sir. So, Pat Metheny. I'm going to get the book ready. I'm going to try and maximize my actual playing time. Okay, here we go. And we're off. I'm going to keep the metronome a little quieter. There we go. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Really good, actually. Feeling well rested. I've got a new guitar, which is on loan from a friend's dad, in fact. Dan McVie has procured this for me from his dad, Ross McVie. So many thanks to Ross for letting me borrow this. It's Van Halen Wolfgang. So quite excited to do some practice with this. Anyway, let's crack on with it. Oops. Helps you start on the right string. Ah, good. Looks like a sweet guitar. Yeah, it is sweet. It plays great. The neck is fantastic. The pickups, I think the pickups sounds good too. Yeah, it sort of. The pickups actually distort a bit too much for me. Really. That's actually pretty much my clean sound, and they just seem to have these pickups are really highly wound. Cool. Where did I get to? Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. Okay, so not bad. Let's run it again. One more time. A little faster. Oops. That was right so far. Cool, kind of got there. So 1 minute left. I'm just going to work on the last line. Cool. Get in there. Get in there. Hold on, we've got 20 seconds. Okay, last line again. Oops. Close enough. I'm happy with that. And that's my timer. Cool. Done. Okay. So Martin Miller, yep. Metronome 61. So remember, this is fast and furious. Original key. Cool, that's sounding good. Let's move keys. So let's see, pick a key. There's a couple of people in chat. Anyone want to shout out a key in minor? So that's F sharp. Oops. No, okay, cool. I'll just randomly pick keys. So that's D minor. Let's speed that up. Oof. E minor. Okay. Thanks, Mike. E minor will do nicely. Yeah. So that very last couple of notes, I need to make sure they're cleaner. So that, yeah, that's getting there. Those are a little cleaner. It's not that I would actually repeat this lick necessarily if I was playing it in a solo, but for the sake of practicing, a lot of people do this and be like, yeah, cool, I got it. And it's like, okay, great. But what you really want to practice is going like looping that, so you're straight in. Yeah, tight. Thank you. So that you're straight back into it, you know? So too early even. Getting better. Let's speed it up. Cool. I'm going to change keys again. So let's go. That was F sharp. Oh, what have we got up here? Okay. Yeah. Ah, dear. So that's a little tough. That's A minor. So I need to get it up there. That's one of the things that I think is important in practicing, is that you need to remember to change things around. Once you learn something, get it in a bunch of different keys. You'll learn so much from doing that. Be a better player. Obviously, you can use that lick in any key you want, but also you're learning to play around the neck a lot more, and you start to see how the patterns fit together. So it's important. Not to mention the spacing is different, so that's why I'm struggling to play it up here compared to down here, because of the fret sizes are smaller. So you have to practice that, otherwise you can't just move it up there and hope for the best. Disaster will loom. So Joe Pass chords. Okay, I'm gonna check out that. Joe Pass chords with really hot humbuckers. I think I'm just going to keep exploring some of those chord forms. Oh my gosh. Can I get this to clean up a bit? Cool. So yeah, the next one was, sorry, whoops. That's right. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. And then we're kind of back to, yeah, this. Oh, what chord's that from? To the Finnish Girl from Ipanema. No, still working on it. I'm doing that tonight. It's coming up. Doing the melody tonight. Trying to think where I've heard that chord. Probably Steve Vai or something like that. So, okay, let's keep going on with these chords. Oh. So I'm kind of going around again on this. So I've gone all the way up the neck and then started and sort of come off and gone back, starting to go back up the neck here. And just with different inversions. So there's possibly a way to consolidate those. But that's me pretty much through the first page. So how many chord forms have we got in major? Okay, 2 pages. And then he talks about seventh chords in the key of C. Yeah. Cool. I'm not going to tackle the second page, to be honest. Maybe delve into it over the next couple of weeks, but I'm not going to be bothered if I don't. So, and again. Oops. Okay, that'll do. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate that. Had a couple of days where people weren't that interested, which is fine. I'm pretty much doing this for myself for the most part. But, if it helps people out, and it certainly helps out my YouTube channel and things, which is cool. Not that I get paid for that. I don't have that many subscribers. I'm not Mr. Beast, obviously. Scale patterns, right? Harmonic minor. Let's get the... So I'm going to do key of B because it's Tuesday. Kind of messed that one up, actually. I didn't, but I did. What I did there was there we go. You were in Norway for 3 days. Oh, okay, cool, nice. So where are you normally? If you're in Norway for 3 days, where do you live? Where do you reside? Oh, what am I doing now? Oh, Manchester. Okay. Oh, I'm blowing it tonight. That's better. So Manchester is great for music, great music scene. certainly in years gone by. I don't know what it's like so much now, but obviously some great bands have come out of Manchester in the last 30 years. So if not longer, 35 years. The Smiths, right? They're Manchester. I liked those guys back in the day. Oasis, obviously, Stone Roses, etc., etc. Brilliant stuff. Of course, I play a wrong note right at the end. So I was just trying to just really work through that third position because it's the one that I know least of the three that I do know. Cool. Firm. All right, arpeggios. So I'm just going to run the basic 4 arpeggios or whatever I'm doing. I'm also going to do key of B. So that starts down here. Have I played any gigs before? Yeah, I gig quite a lot. Haven't so much in recent years since lockdown. Been practicing. I teach primarily these days. I've just come off like 4 or 5 lessons tonight, straight into practicing. And I do a fair bit of gigging around like the Edinburgh. I'm based in Edinburgh, so I do a bit of gigging up here. I've done some tours and things in Europe and the States and Australia and places like that. So, but not recently. I'm getting back into that. But actually, what I'm doing a lot of at the moment is recording for people. So there's a few bits and pieces out there. One of the things is Ed Gear, who's quite often watching the live stream. I did a solo for him, and or some solos. He asked me to do some solos for one of his tracks, so I put down some guitar solos, and that is out on it's on YouTube. If you look for Ed Gear, and the song is called Unspoken Words, and I'm doing all the guitar solo stuff. I think Mark Nettleton is playing the guitar parts and singing and things like that. The drummer on that track is Greg Bissonette from the David Lee Roth band. I was like so excited when I found out that I was playing on like a Greg Bissonette track. It's awesome. He's done some of my favorite albums of all time. I didn't know when I first started recording this stuff. I was just like, wow, the drums sound great. And then I was doing a live stream on the solos that I was doing, and Ed was on it, and he was like, funny you mentioned Steve Vai because it's Greg Bissonette playing drums. And I'm like, what? The title of the song is Unspoken Words by Ed Gear. It's also on Spotify and Amazon and iTunes, I think. So Unspoken Words, Ed Gear, EDGEAR is the artist. And I'm doing all the stunt guitar work, for lack of a better term. So arpeggio, let's get back to those. We're in key of B. Oops. I'm just not used to the long stretch on that. So talk about having my arpeggios have seen better days, but sometimes when you're practicing you have good days and bad days. And you also have favorite positions to play your arpeggios and less favorite positions to play your arpeggios. There we go. Cool. Arpeggios. And finally, to finish off my practice, Girl from Ipanema. So what I'm going to do is I was playing the melody the other night or the other day in my back garden, and it was just sounding a little too low. So I'm going to move it up into a different part of the guitar and see if that helps. Or also I could play along. Should I do that? Girl from Ipanema. Let's find it first. Focus on one thing at a time, man. Here we go. Girl from Ipanema. Okay, let's find a backing track. Girl from Ipanema backing track on YouTube. This is the great thing about like 2024 and learning to play guitar and all that kind of stuff, is that you can literally find all these kinds of things right there. Is this working?
If you live in Scotland and you had an injury from over...
Whoa, do you think so? It's about to go into the key change. Quite that bit, I'm just at the end, just waiting for it to start. Right. And from the top. Okay. I'm not sure that was. I'm not sure that was the best practice of that I've ever done. I've got 23 seconds left. Yikes. Okay. Gosh, let's just solo over the chords real quick from the top. Let's see. I'm going to solo over the top. Okay, that'll do for today. That was fun. Well, the soloing was alright. I was following the chords a little bit. Let's turn this off. And there's some more comments. It's cool that you can play without looking at the neck. Well, there's a couple of things that will help you with that, if that's something you want to develop. And one of them is developing your touch in your fretting hand and your picking hand. And if you think about your fretting hand to start with, just do like simple exercises, like just going like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the neck. So like 1, 2, 3, 4 on each string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move that up and just. So that'll help get your fingers sort of used to playing individually so that you can just sort of hit notes. And then the second thing is, especially when I'm reading like this kind of stuff, this is like little black dots. So I'm trying to like read that off the page. So if I look away and look at my guitar, I'm going to lose my spot in the music. So just playing, it doesn't have to be this, like little black dots. Just get some tab of some scale type stuff. Like a good one is actually the Pat Metheny warm-ups that I was doing earlier, because it's just all tab. Or there's little black dots as well. Where is it? I can show you. But for this, I'm pretty much reading the tab because the tab's there, but it's all single notes, so you can sort of work through that. You're doing chromatic to a metronome in daytime. Perfect. Exactly that. So make sure you're using all 4 fingers. People hate using their pinky, but your pinky is actually one of the most useful fingers that you can actually use in guitar playing. And as I was demonstrating earlier, if you're playing an arpeggio, one of the things you want to do is learn it from different fingers. So, for example, if I'm playing A major, starting on my first finger, I'm going to play the same arpeggio, but starting on my second finger. So, and then I'm going to play the same arpeggio, starting from my pinky. So now it's completely built underneath that 5th fret. Same arpeggio, just built in different ways off different fingers. So now you can see how that I'm using like 2nd fret to 5th fret, and then here I'm using sort of like 4th fret to 7th. Oops, and then this one is 5 to 9. See, and so I'm covering a huge amount of territory just by thinking about the arpeggio and learning it off different fingers. And you do it backwards as well. Yeah, everything has to be learned sort of up and down, I think, to make it work well. Anyway, that'll do for tonight. It's 10 o'clock. That'll do. I wanted to get to like the gym still. Ugh, the thought. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for Mike for all the comments and things and for the questions. Yeah, keep it coming. I love the interaction and just chatting to people about guitar. So thanks very much. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.